Hi everyone, it's Karynjean and welcome back to the channel. As you see, I have a bunch of different fabrics on the ironing board in front of me. Bella is behind me panting because, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's a lawnmower going across the street and the windows are open. She was hiding out in her corner in the basement. I don't know why she decided to come up here where it's noisier, but she's over there panting. What I'm doing right now is the other day a customer on my Etsy shop bought the boho journal that I made, gosh, about a year ago. And quite honestly, I love all the journals that I make, but there's something about that boho coat of many colors journal that just has my heart. And I will link it. I'll link that video flip through in the description box below. I had such a lovely time revisiting it as I was getting ready to ship it out, and I miss it already that I've decided to make another one. I had so much fun making that journal. Really, I just had so much fun making that journal. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to duplicate that journal, and I don't want to duplicate that journal, right? Don't want to do that. But of course, I still have a lot of the same fabric scraps. Some of these fabric scraps are actually rather large. This one probably can cover a journal, so I'm going to put that back. I was going through the scrap bucket on the floor here, and then I also have these scraps. The scraps over here, let's do it this way. The scraps in this purple or heather color, whatever color this is. Well, they're not scraps, but that's where I put them. These are thin strips that I've done out of scraps, and these I would use as soft lines in journals, you know, to put down the edges of pages and stuff. So that's what all this is. You see, I have them wrapped up differently. And then in this bucket, and I never got, these are larger scraps. Now this has heat and bond on it, and heat and bond is what I'm going to be doing to make the cover of this journal. This here, and I don't think I have, oh, I probably do have more of this, a big piece of it though, over. This has double-sided adhesive on it, so I'm not going to put that on the journal. But these are like larger pieces like this. This we can put on the cover of the journal. And this, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a patchwork quilt. Let's go through. Oh, see, here's a piece that does not have. Here we go. So we're going to make a patchwork quilt. I'll put that back over there. Sort of like a patchwork quilt on the, I think I might already have this out, but I'll take that out. To make the cover of the journal. No, not that one. That's too light. This one. Oh, here's little pieces. What is this? It's already fused together. Yeah, so I don't think I'm not going to be using all this, obviously, but there we go. Get some of that out. This already has heat and bond on it. A little strip like that. Okay, oh, what's this? Do we have some orange? That has heat and bond on it too. All right, we're getting ready to go here. What's this? Oh, it's a piece of ribbon. Anything else in here? I do not think so. That doesn't belong in there. That has a double-sided adhesive on it. Music, no. It can't be, what is this? Oh, this has heat and bond on it. We'll put that one out. It's mounted on paper. It can't have a directional pattern on it. It has to have an all-over pattern on it because it's going to be a crazy patchwork quilt. This box measures 8 3/4 by 6. So this is going to be the base of the box. I mean, the base of the journal. And we have here a piece of the heat and bond, which is what we're going to put the fabric down on. But first I think I need to iron some fabric. All right, let's put that aside. This one I'm gonna put back away. This one is a rather large piece. I'll throw that off to the side as well. This is, all right, so we need larger pieces for the base and then smaller pieces to build up on it. So what do we have here? We have this blue. I have the iron, should be already heated, right? Yep, it's pretty hot. And I just have this Teflon sheet down because for when I use the heat and bond. All right, let me get the Teflon sheet off for the moment. So I hope everybody's doing okay today. And I think the inspiration for the Boho, the Coat of Many Colors journal, aside from me having all these beautiful bright fabrics that I absolutely love, was this book that I got at the Dollar Tree. Okay, because of, and it was the only one, I would have bought more. It's because of the type of pictures that are in it. Look at that. So, and there's like envelopes and letters, and this is one in a series. Like, see, here's an envelope, and they had these like letters tucked into it. It's a story. Here's another one. See, this is how he's written the book, the story he tells in the book. It's through this. I just love it. And I found it at the Dollar Tree way over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. So yeah. Get that open. There we go. Now, as you know, or probably remember, I cover most of my journals with fabric, and I do that simply because of all the fabric I have, because sewing was, yes, well, back when I was a child, first it was cross-stitching, and then by the time I got to high school, I was making my own clothes. So it has always been, fabric has always been a passion of mine, if we want to call it that, and I just have so much of it. And so I would, use the heat and bond, which I buy by the bolt. And the bolt that I've had for years. I just recently had to buy a new bolt. Yeah, so I'm just ironing these off. And that's what we're going to be doing today, making the cover. So I'm going to place them all down on the heat and bond as best I can, right? Get them ironed in, and then take it to the sewing machine and just do some crazy sewing. Well, that doesn't need to be ironed. Just some crazy sewing. Like crazy quilt sewing. Now, the issue I can tell that I'm running into at the moment is I don't have enough of a variety of fabrics. So, let's see what we have in here that we need some purple. Because I put that, yeah, we'll use that. And look at this purple. We can put some of that in. Me and my purples. I already have the blue. This, I don't know. We might be able to put that down. Pink, do I have pink? It's a little piece. I'm pulling it out. what do we have over here? I already have a piece of this. I'll pull it out anyway. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, this is wrapped on a little tag because it was too wide to put on those embroidery floss paper spools. All right, we'll pull that out. Oh, here's another tiny little piece. Pull that out. Oh, pull that out. Okay, so, and I've already been through this one. So let's see what we can do. I've already cut this to size for the book. I've already cut it to size. So I'm thinking, oh gosh. Let me get my scissors. They're over here somewhere. Here they are. Let's just, now remember, I'm going to be losing some of this as I fold it over the edge of the book. So let's do it this way. Okay, that can go there. And next to it, Bella, I sure do wish that you would calm down a little bit. Let's put a piece of orange. Actually, I should probably be using my pinking shears because of that. It's going to fray. Hold on. There's a huge wet spot on my rug over there because of her panting. Okay, we'll put that there. And what else? No, we want to save that for the inside. There we go. This needs to be ironed. I'm sorry if it's, I realize this is a little bit maybe out of sight of your field of vision over here. Now, oops. Let me just place it all down and then I'll go back with, I probably should not use, again, I forgot, I should just use these. Just use those. And then, this is not what I was thinking, but I do love this green fabric as well. I do not think I have a lot of it left though. Hot, 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 hot. Replace it. Nope. This one, it's also not wide enough. It's already frayed nicely. This one is wide enough. Now, let me just go back to my regular scissors. There. So I hope you're all doing well. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go back to this. Whoops. I had this one here. I had that one there. There. And might be too big. Let's just cut it down just a little bit. Just a little bit right there. Here we have some pink. And again, this is going to be not much because it's going to get folded over. We're not going to see that much of that. Oh, here we go. Give me some of this fun. It's like a seersucker fabric. I wonder if I made a jumper for my daughter out of this fabric. It looks like I've made some piece of clothing out of it. So, quite possibly a jumper for my daughter. This I might want something bigger because, here, let's do it this way. And like something like this, we'll make smaller and cut like maybe little pieces. All right, hold on. As I said, that already has and what else can we do? How about this one? Right there. Let's see, there's a I'm gonna just trim this just a little bit. I don't know how neat I'm being, if I'm cutting a smooth, a curve, cutting a curve there. Let's cut some fun shapes, shall we? That needs to get over there. This one might be too pale. Wait a second, what do we have here? Ooh, I do love this one. Well, that's a big honkin' piece. I don't think I want a big honkin' piece. This here. Come on. There. And let me iron this out. I realize this is a very large piece, but we can layer on top of it. Get those threads off. I have a garbage can on the floor behind me, which is what I keep on turning around to do when I'm cutting and trimming. Is just to get those little bits into the garbage. Some of them go, some of them do not. Some of them do not. This needs to be cut down. There. And what else? We have another little piece of this. This way. Do it that way. Bella, why are you going bananas? And let's see what else. What else do we have over here? Oh, we were going to use some of this, weren't we? Yes, we were. Because it matches the blues there. Get the... Oops. There. And we have this tiny little piece of pink. There. And we have this, which is there, but I can cut this down. See, that I think is from the iron. So we'll just cut it down. Put it there. And we have the water spots. We don't have this though. Maybe we can put this here. We need to put something, I think, behind this, right? These are pretty big pieces, but that's okay. We'll put smaller pieces on top when we're done. This is going to be about the spine area, so we can use another piece of this. Just kind of back there. Okay, let's get these guys pulled up and see if we can get these guys pulled up a little bit as well. Get this over here like that. Like, whoops. Oh, sugar shoes, come on. I think I want it to go underneath this. I do want it to go underneath this. Ouch, my shoulder. Like that. And then these guys were like this, were they not? They were. I believe they were like this. And, whoops, this needs to be pulled up a little further. How are we doing down here? Maybe I'm going to have to... This iron right there is a bit warm. There. And let's actually get it... Go away. There. Okay. Okay, and oh, these guys go back down here like that. How about this one underneath this one? Can we do that? Don't know if we can do that. I mean, we can do it. The question is, I know, and I realize I'm talking a little bit. Let's push that down a little bit like that, and then we can put this one over it like that. And we need something there. And for there, like, see, this little piece of pink we'll put over here somewhere. I do have scraps of, here we go. I have scraps of, what am I saying, heat and bond that we can use. All right, let's do this. Take a scrap here. There. We need something there. Now, let's take a look and see. Might be too close. No. Nope. Might be too close to that. We could put it there, though. Might be too close to that, though. And here we go. We haven't used, let's use this. We haven't used this except for there. So, what do we got? What do we got? Isn't this fabric beautiful? I absolutely love it. I think this will be big enough. I hope, for there. And we can, let's see if we could do it this way. There. Okay, here we go. Now, obviously, there are going to be lots of bits of this that are not ironed down, which is why I take it to the ironing board and do all the crazy sewing on it. Okay. But I need to get out a thin piece of muslin to back it onto so that I can have something. I don't want to, I'm not going to sew through the paper on the back of it. And there. Mostly good. Okay, let's just trim it off there. Whoops. Bit right there. Okay. Might use this as the front and this as the back. Okay, come on. Let's get you. Okay. Ouch. There we go. Now I need to find a piece of muslin. All right, this was in the scrap bucket. And as you can see, it is big enough. So I am going to cut it right here. Let's see if we can. Ugh. Trying to There we go. Get it to peel up. Whoop. Shoot, what just happened? Ah! Hold on. Let's lay it back down. Some of it peeled up, and some of it did not peel up. I think that's how it was, right like that. This was, I don't know where that was. I don't think it was anywhere at the moment. All right, let's try this again. There. Which is another reason why I need to back it onto a piece of fabric. Okay. There. Just checking over here. I don't feel any stick. Okay. There's a little gap right there. We can fix that, no worries. Here's a little scrap of the Heat and Bond. Now, I know I have some fabric that already has Heat and Bond on it. Let me take a look. Oh, hey, how about if we use this right there? Just a little bit. Where's that scrap of Heat and Bond? Okay. There. There. Get that out of the way. What do we have over here? We have a bit of a gap there. So let's use another scrap of Heat and Bond. And I'm cutting it smaller. Hopefully I'm cutting it smaller than the piece of fabric itself. I don't need it to do a complete coverage. I just need it to keep it to stick in place so that when I take it to the sewing machine, I can then do what I need to do with the sewing machine. Right. Okay. There. Okay. And let's do something over here. We could do a little bit of pink again. We can. We have, no, we don't want the purples. We could put a piece of this. You know what we could do? I wonder. Let's try it. I'm going to iron this. Of course, I do have this already on the scrapbook.com. I have it on double-sided adhesive tape, but that's awfully thick. I don't want that. I'm going to do this. Hopefully get underneath it a little bit. Like that. Hot. Because my iron is hot, I always turn it up really high. Now, I should probably do this with a pencil, but I'm going to freehand it. A heart. If this is the front, and we're deciding this is the front, then this is going to be the back. I'm going to put it right there. Also, partly to just, you know, whoops. I thought I put double-sided adhesive on that, but maybe it didn't stick. So, when I peeled it off, it must have, I wasn't paying attention. Here. Right like that. Okay. Now, let's get the base of the book so we can see what we're talking about here. Right, like so. Like so. And this. Yep, okay. Time to go on over to the sewing machine. Hi there. So I've just fast forwarded through this part of the video. It's simply me being at the sewing machine doing the crazy quilting of this. Okay, here it is. Now we do have a little bits of stuff coming up. I am reluctantly going to use a dot of the Fabrifix. I say reluctantly because this does bleed through a bit. So just a dot of it there. I tried to get most edges that were not down. Like, that's fine. Here, all right, we'll use a dot here too. I mean, too late now, but I was just thinking suppose I could take it back to the ironing board with a teeny tiny piece of Wonder Under. Heat and Bond, I mean. I think Wonder Under is actually the same thing as Heat and Bond. Okay. Now the question is, hidden spine or not hidden spine? We have a little bit there. Of course, I probably should have paid more attention to the area in the corners because I will be cutting those out so I don't add the bulk there. But that's okay. What I'll do is I have corners, put book corners on the book. But let's... There it is. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to do a hidden spine. I probably should do a hidden spine. But also I have no idea what papers or anything. So I think I'm going to end this here. I have what I want to cover it with done. The next thing is going to be to decide if we're going to do a hidden spine or not a hidden spine. And let me get these up. And then we need to figure that out. And we also need to figure out the papers and stuff that we're going to put in. So there we go. Our crazy quilt cover on our next boho journal. To me, this is boho. Colorful, gypsy-like, although I'm not quite sure that's a politically correct thing to say. I don't know. I don't mean it in any negative way at all. I love this. This is my jam. Love it. So why don't you guys try this yourselves at home and let me know what happens. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.